Alright, good morning everybody. It is Tuesday, it's my day off, and we're finally gonna get this video done. I've been slacking hard, but I got you for today. And I'm wearing a Lower Lifestyle shirt, per always. So let's go. Alright, so I have to make this video. Ooh, look at the lighting in these glasses. These are dope. I'm telling you, these glasses are sick. Alright, so aside from the lighting in these glasses, I have to make this video kind of quick because some friends are heading over there actually right now. And we're gonna do some cool wheel test fitting. Not gonna tell you guys what it is yet, but you'll probably see it in tomorrow's vlog, so just stay tuned for that. Alright, quick little background before I get into the top 10. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and thank you for being here. This is a 1997 Volkswagen Jetta GLS. I bought it November 30th, 2011 at 2:20 p.m. because it says it on my phone. So I've had the car for almost 6 years now, and I've loved every minute of it. And also, if you are new, I did a top 10 things I didn't like about my car way back on the channel. So if you want to go watch that, it's on there back when the car was still brown. So the car's a new color now. I love it. So we're gonna do a top 10 things that I like about my car. Alright, so number one, even though it's filthy, we're gonna start with the front end of my car. The front end of my car is one of my favorite things about this thing. Just the entire front end coming together. The grille, the Eco headlights, the European fogs, the Vento bumper with the Vento VR6 slip. Just the entire front end together is definitely one of my favorite things about this car. Just I like the smoked headlights with the smoked fogs. It just comes together really well. And what I really like about the car is I like this grille, but I don't like this grille if it's two-tone. No offense if you have it, it's just not my style, but I like this grille that's fully paint matched, which I mean, so instead of having this being a different color than the bar down here, it's all one, and I really prefer that look for the 3 bars versus the 4 bars. So that's number one. I love the front end of this car. Just, ugh. Alright, number two, moving up from the front end, we're going to the engine. I know the 2.0 is not the most sought after engine, it's not the fastest engine, it's not the best sounding engine, but this thing has taken me so many places with zero problems. It has AC, it doesn't burn oil. Like, this thing has almost 250,000 miles on it. It's just stout. It goes where I want it to go. It turns on every single time. I never ever have to worry about driving this car. I just get in and I go. It always gets me where I want to go. So this little 2.0, this is a tank of an engine. If you take care of this thing and maintain it properly, it will go with you wherever you possibly want to go. And it has AC, so I mean that's a huge plus for it. Alright, number three, and you probably could have guessed it, my fender. I absolutely love this fender. Everyone loves the fender. Always get questions about it. It's probably one of my favorite pieces on the entire car. It really sets this car. I mean, other people have this fender too. I mean, not too many, but a few other people have this fender as well. But to me, this fender really, besides, I mean, there's a lot of things on this car, but this fender really sets my car apart from other Mark IIIs. I just like it. It's so subtle, but it gives the car such a drastic change of look. But yes, my fender, my pride and joy, from the junkyard for 40 bucks. I love you. Alright, number four, the Zubers. These are also another pride and joy of mine. Paid $650 for them a long time ago from Will Good Deals. I'll put his links in the description where I got my wheels from. They're from Japan. I bought them stock specs. Took me 12 months in total to have these custom lips made. Not from one company, from 2 different companies. The first one kind of messed around and it was just a big deal, but I went through a lot with these wheels. 2 different types of powder coating. I mean, the first one I didn't like, so I powder coated again. I hand polished every one of these bolts, 32 in each wheel. Hand polished them back to fully polished, and they all say Aero on their factory. I just love these wheels. These are definitely a part of my car. They have a really good 90s feel that fits the car, and I enjoy that. They're very period correct in my opinion. They're unique. They're super rare. There's only one other set of 16-inch Zubers that I've ever really seen. But I love these wheels. These definitely are a huge, one of my favorite things about this car. And I'm sure probably someone's gonna comment down below saying, why is your car not aired out? Because air out for what? Like, why? Moving on to number five, the banner. Now normally this is way too out there flashy for my style, but since the car is as sparkly as it is, the banner seems super fitting and Matt wanted to put it on the car, so we went through and did it, and I absolutely love it. Even though it's as crazy as it looks, it's still very subtle in my opinion to the car, and it fits and flows really well. But if you like these banners, they're super high quality, just same stuff you use to wrap your car. Very high quality stuff. They're on the Lower Lifestyle website, so check them out, but that's definitely, I love this. The banner, I love it. Alright, had to pull the car out of the garage for number 6, but number 6 is the interior as a whole. Love the interior and how far it's come. If you've been to the channel for a while, you've seen me do massive amounts of work on this car, from swapping out the dash, pulling all the seats out, putting new seats in, swapping the carpet, taking all the side pieces out, the center consoling, making the center gauge, putting the harness bar in, the headrest, doing the headliner. I mean, you guys have seen I've put a lot of work in this interior, and I love how far it's come. The last thing I need to do is change these glass pillars here to be black, so it'll be completely black on the bottom, tan on the top half. But as a whole, I love the interior. Momo steering wheel, dimple dash, black VR6 carpet, leathers, beetle headrest, a harness bar, the center console, all the Pink Floyd buttons. I don't know if you guys know, I told you there's not, but I have Pink Floyd buttons. Those are rare, and those are pretty cool. OEM radio, just Governor's Club, fresh air, all the stuff that makes the interior of this car as a whole. I love it. Alright, so number 7 is the back end of the car, also as a whole. Not a lot of people have spoilers anymore. Well, this spoiler exactly on their Mark IIIs, they either have no spoiler at all, or like the VR6 one that kind of sticks up and makes a gap over here. I like this one because it goes all the way down on both sides, and I don't know, I just like the look of it, because most Mark IIIs either have no spoiler or they use the taller one, and I like this one because it's different. I like to be different. Then the clear tail lights, which are my absolute favorite thing, make the back end as what it is. I don't know, just I like them. Some people don't like clear. I've always loved them and wanted a set. I'm glad I have a set. The European tub with the license plate, the chrome emblem, and my black chrome exhaust tip. Just as a whole, it's a very simple yet very nice back end. And then simple stickers, the Stance Nation and the Superman. I used to have stickers all the way up this, and I was like, yeah, no more of that. So I took all those off. So now it's just clean and simple, and good job back end. So if you couldn't tell, number 8's my exhaust, because I actually do really like my exhaust. It's a bit loud, people say, but I'm very used to it, so I don't think it's too loud anymore, but I've been told it's very, very loud. But with a 2.0 and a 4-cylinder engine, it's you gotta be very careful when you put an exhaust on it, because it can get very terrible very, very fast. So I think I did pretty well with how my car sounds. It's not really super loud and like raspy. It's got still a deeper tone to it for a 2.0, which is good, I think. It's 2.5-inch piping. There's a Flowmaster high flow like cat test pipe kind of thing, and then it's a Magnaflow. No, Magnaflow cat Flowmaster exhaust. Yeah, I think. I don't know. One of those two. 2.5-inch piping. There's metal down there. It makes exhaust sounds. It does things. All right, on to number 9. I think you guys can guess what this one is. So yes, number 9 is the Air Ride. It was expensive and it did hurt my heart when I bought it. It was a lot of money at one time, but I have to say the reward it's given has been the ability to drive the car wherever you want to go, no scraping, no rubbing. If you get over a speed bump, you just lift up. When you get to park the car, it gets to be slammed and look great. Like I said, it is a lot of money at once, and people say air's gonna break, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. Everything can break. No matter what it is, everything can break. If you take care of systems, I've had not one problem with this Air Ride. I had a leaky check valve at one point. I bought a new one from Bag Riders, and now it's fine again. So if you take care of stuff, everything works well. In my opinion, Air is amazing. I love it. I can rip the cars still. I mean, I've been in plenty of fast cars that have Air, and you can track them. You can do all that kind of stuff. Air, it's come a long ways when people think it used to be. It's an amazing thing, and I love the versatility. I love being able to, for my car, jack my car up, just air it up, jack size underneath, go where I want. I don't know. I approve of Air. Might not be your style, but for me, number 9 on my car, the Air Ride, I love it. All right, so I think I saved the best for last. Number 10 is the color. I absolutely love this color. It's just amazing. It stands out. It's so sparkly and glossy and shiny, just unique. All things that I personally love in a color. I don't know. When I saw this color before I repainted the car, I had to have it. Absolutely love everything about it. Oh, look at it. It just makes me happy. It just makes me a very happy camper. And while we're on the subject of the color of the car, I'm going to tell you something that a lot of you may not know. Some of you already know because you know me personally, you see me in shows, in the car in person, but a lot of you are far, far away. You've never seen the car in person. So the car is actually not painted. Yeah, that's right. The car is not painted. What it is actually a product called Halo FX, and I'll leave all their stuff in the description below if you want to check them out. It is a sprayable wrap, and what that means is it's mixed like paint. We added the flake to the paint, like it's mixed just like paint. Everything you would do to paint a car, you do for this stuff. You mix it, put in the thing, all that stuff. It's sprayed out of a professional gun, and then once it's on there, there's 3 or 4 layers of clear coat on top of the spray wrap, and then it is what it is. You can wet sand it, you can buff it. It's chip resistant, scratch resistant, gas resistant, all that fun stuff. The car's been to Savannah and back and many other places. There's not one rock chip on the front. I'm not saying you can't get rock chips, but it's a rubber base, so it doesn't chip as easy. It kind of just absorbs and pushes things off. But if you get hit with a rock at 80 miles an hour, it's probably going to do some damage no matter what kind of paint you have. But I do like the stuff you can wet sand and buff it like I said. But at the end of the day, I can peel that right off and we can do another color. And the reason why I waited this long to tell you guys about the paint, wrap, whatever you want to call it, because I wanted a lot of people to see it in person before I told anybody, so everyone can get their own conclusions about it, about the product. And I had literally 2 people, because they already knew about the product beforehand, who asked me if that what it was. Everyone else thought it was paint. No one could tell the difference. Like I said, the car is super glossy. It looks so good. It hasn't even been wet sanded or buffed yet because I still have no time to do that. But eventually that'll get done. But it looks amazing. It's definitely a very good product, and I stand behind it. Because I put my car to kind of test it out because I want to see what it was like on my car. And my buddy sprays it, so we tested it on my car to see how it went, and I fully approve it. If you're thinking about going down this route with this kind of stuff, it's definitely a really good option. And like I said, you can peel it off. Like, that's so cool. So, Halo FX. Alright, so that's going to wrap up today's top 10 video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, subscribe. If you have any other ideas for videos you want me to do in the future, leave them down in a comment below, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.
I was doing just fine before I met you. I drank too much and that's enough.